And we are live. What's up, guys? John Klingler here. It is super dark, man. Whatever. It is super dark. We're gonna just deal with it. If you're watching this in replay, you can watch it times two speeds. Yeah, I was supposed to do a live stream today at freaking 1 p.m. as usual, but now it's late as hell. I just want to for some of you guys who are gonna come, hey, what's up? Yeah, for some of you guys who are gonna come, I just want to make it, even if it's late, it's better now than never. So, what's up, Priyan 17 TV? What's up? So, it's cool. Okay, when I live stream at that time, I see people that usually aren't there during the day, so that's pretty cool. So today's topic, by the way, if you're watching this in replay, you can watch it times two speed. Today's topic is just a concept I've been thinking about for a while now, which is the topic of projection. What is projection? Basically, anything that let's say would point a finger at someone else, a quality that you don't like about yourself, something you don't like about other people, judgments you have. Usually, it's just a subjective interpretation. It's like you have a certain idea of the world and you just project it onto that person, even though that person doesn't necessarily have that quality, even though that person doesn't necessarily isn't necessarily that quality. So let's say if you if you're a perfectionist yourself, then you might be projecting the idea that everyone around you is like not able to take action, that are lazy, they're just thinking too much, because you're one of them too, probably. So that's an idea. The concept of that's like an example of projection. I had a friend who's was a huge narcissist. You think, oh, he's not my friend anymore, but I remember he used to call me a narcissist. He used to call me someone who's selfish and didn't care about others. And that really shocked me because I never saw myself as someone like that. But to him, I was like that. And but it was just a projection. And sometimes if you want to make sure that what someone is telling you is a projection, just ask other people around you, right? Ask other people, hey, am I like this? Am I like that? And ask at least like 3 to 5 people, and you'll know whether that was a projection that person threw at you, or whether that was actually real. So, dude, I did that game last night. Didn't go very well. Oh, it happens. You go out some nights are good, some nights are bad. So, this is something that happens. It's totally normal. But back to the topic. By the way, if you guys have any questions about anything self development, PUA related, just leave them in the comment box. I'll reply to them anytime. So, but yeah, it's just something to be aware of. When you're interacting with other people, you're interacting with the world, you're interacting with the outside world. See where you could have certain biases in play, where your interpretation might not be based on the facts about that person, but actually it could just be something subjective that you sort of made up in your mind, interpreted in your mind. That's not actual truth. Okay, so for anything that you do, anything that you say, anything that comes out of your mouth, ask yourself, where is that coming from? Is that coming from truth? Is that coming from what I've seen? Or is it like not? Is it like some stupid shit, that has nothing to do with that person? So for example, if you're going out at night and you see beautiful girls and then they reject you, and then you just say, oh, they're a bunch of bitches. They're like they don't care about anyone and they're just rude. Maybe you're just projecting. You have interpretations about the world, about women, right? You have certain stereotypes about women because you were, let's say, rejected in the past. So then you just throw that at all those women, like all women are bullshit. All women are 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 are, uh, are sluts. All women are this and that, and it's like going through life, giving labels to things, to people, and stuff like that. So that's what it is. Um, I need to get you a dance floor game. By the way, little dance floor game is pretty hard for me. Well, yeah, it is not easy for sure. It is not one of the easiest things, but it's not. It's I mean, game is not one of the easiest things, but dance floor game is actually much easier. You'd be surprised. But anyways, that's off the topic here. But yeah, like see like in every aspect of life. You see like in your game when you're, let's say, projecting certain things onto the girl. Maybe let's say you really need a girlfriend. You really want a girlfriend right now. You're really lonely. You want a girl in your life. So then you go out, you meet other girls, and then you meet that one girl. And she's not perfect. You don't really know her that well, but like all of a sudden you just start projecting things that you would like in a partner onto that girl. You're like, oh man, this girl, oh, you'll connect it so well. And maybe you only met her once or twice, and you're already projecting all those things onto her, which are not true. So then projection not only is negative, but it can also be in a sort of like inflation of the positives to the point where it's totally unrealistic, totally unreal, right? And that can keep you in a in a loop. Let's say in game, or you're talking to you're trying to build a relationship with another human being, right? Another man and another woman, and then because of your projections in your head, because of what your expectations you want in another partner, in another friend, in another whatever companion, then you're not able to connect on a deeper level because you always have this sort of your interpretation, your subjective worldview about things is skewing the actual experience. It's making the experience of you and that other person just it's not real. It's based on fantasy. It's based on something you think is, but isn't. If that makes any sense. So projection is yeah. So can you really escape projection? Can you escape projecting things onto other people? Can you escape that? And I think, in my opinion, that you can't really. I think it's almost impossible not to project. It's almost impossible. I mean, if we didn't project, it would be very hard to be living life. I mean, like, yeah, we can try to be as objective as we can, but of course, everything that we see, everything that we do, everything that we say will somehow be skewed to our subjective lens. Um, you know, it's funny because I made certain videos about like how to deal with manipulators, how to deal with haters, how to whatever, like, and how to deal with toxic people. And I remember a lot of the comments, some comments, not all of them, but like at least one or two comments I've read were like, "Oh, this coach with a mask, he's just projecting what he thinks is but isn't," or whatever stuff like that. And I mean, yes, I could be. I could very well be. Like projection is it's very hard to escape projection. It's very hard to live life without any sort of skew bias on things. We all have this confirmation bias about certain things, right? We all have this bias towards trying to confirm what we think is true, and whatever we don't believe to be true, we just turn our head on that. We don't want to even look at it, right? So to combat this tendency of projection, in my opinion, is have a healthy sense of skepticism about things, and yeah, be able to see your own flaws and the way you see things. That oh, I'm losing focus here. I'm back, and yeah, no soy 100 T Fico. Hola, bro. La muerte solo es el comienzo. I have no idea what you just said, but I try to say it with a fancy accent. Uh, Sano should have blown up years ago. You suck. You suck. Well. Thanks for the thanks for the compliment. I guess slacking. I don't know if you ever build a YouTube channel, but it's very difficult. Um, but yeah, thanks for support. Hey Cody, yo. So yeah, guys, projection. You know, we all go through life, and sometimes it can even go deeper than just personally and through relationships. It can even be like a certain event in your life, like certain things happen to you, right? So, for example, I'm trying to think of something, but there's so many things. Like, let's say you lose your job or whatever, and then you think like, oh shit, it's the worst thing in the world, and then you project like all bunch of like things on top of that like a bunch of interpretations to that event that just make it even worse. That like blow it out of proportion, right? That's not even actual, and then you make the problem feel worse than it actually should be. Okay, so it's like uh, a certain fact. It's like it is a fact. You don't need to add anything on top of that fact. It's like, okay, you lost your job. Okay, I lost my job. All right, that this is a fact. You don't need to say like, you don't need to add like a shitload of anger and sadness and frustration and like beating yourself up on top of it, even though this probably will be a natural consequence a little bit, but you don't need to add on top of it, if you know what I mean. Um, yeah, you make a shitload of money. Yeah, you'll be happy. You'll be say, oh my god, I'll be so popular. I'm gonna be so loved by women. Like women are gonna start chasing after me, whatever. You're also adding certain things, certain interpretations on top of that event. That's, I mean, yeah, it might be true, it might not. So you're projecting what you think will happen after you've had that success. So now, is it good or bad? Is it good or bad to have all those? Is projection ever good or is it only bad? I think it can be both. But most of the time, I really, my philosophy is live as truthfully as possible, as close to possible to reality as you can. Always embrace reality, and whatever happens in your life, always try to stay true to the facts. Don't try to divert away from the truth. Don't try to uh, add a bunch of interpretations on top of it, right? So that's why I'd say if you're projecting, just be aware of it, and that should be enough in order to have a more objective view of reality and live life more truthfully. But yeah, just awareness is key. Number one, don't try to like suppress it. Don't try to run away from it. Just accept that we're always going to be projecting to some extent. I think that's a great step to have. So that's basically it. I know it's late as hell, so people are like going to sleep now. But thank you guys for all of you guys who are on the live stream. If you like that type of content, make sure you subscribe. Okay, so you can receive all my videos every week and live streams. And if you got any last minute questions right now, shoot them now. Or in 5 seconds, I'm gonna I'm gonna go and get ready for sleep. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to check out my life purpose book in the comment section below, or PUA free training. If you're into that seduction community thing, you can get it too. So anyways, I wish you guys a good night. Stay